And what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like me. And make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Like I said, y'all, we will be live on Twitch at 1 o'clock a.m. We back at the late streams. Do your head, man? You know what I mean? But make sure y'all follow the Twitch, man. 6.4K followers on Twitch. Make sure y'all subscribe to the second channel. Link in the description down below. You know what I mean? But anyways, we got where are OG Fortnite YouTubers now? You know what I mean? And I really want to know, honestly, like, you know, I haven't watched Ninja since the freaking 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be heavy on Ninja, and I started really like looking like, I'm like, y'all, we go back and look at Tfue. We go back and look at, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like the only OG Fortnite creator that can keep up in today's like era is Mongraal. And a lot of y'all probably don't know who he is. Some of y'all do, but I feel like he was better than Ninja and Tfue. I feel like Ninja and Tfue was just, they had a bigger fan base. But Mongraal, bro, the stuff that he was doing, I didn't see Tfue or Ninja do at all. You know what I mean? I go back and look at Tfue, Ninja, Myth. I'm like, they were literally like trash. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the players now, they were garbage. They just got better at the game. They just got good at the game before everybody else. Like, they were just 10 times better than everybody else. Everybody was still trash. Everybody was learning how to play. You know, like it was a real different game. You feel me? Like, Fortnite was just a different game. Like, y'all, it blew up so fast. Like, I feel like no game is better than OG Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kids these days don't know about season 1, season 2, season 3. Like, bro, especially during Christmas time, that junk used to be so fire. Like, during winter time, bro, like, bro, bro, life was just lit back then, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out my, hey, shout out to my OG squad members, man. My boy Jalen Respris, man. My boy Calio, man. You know, that was my partners back in Alabama, man. Ever since I got off Fortnite, man. I got off Fortnite in like season 5, season 6, one. I haven't talked to him in a long years. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know a lot of y'all, bro, be thinking about your OG Fortnite. Like, dang, I wonder what Calio doing right now. I wonder what Jay doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what they doing. You feel me? Because you know, that was my OG, man. I can't forget about them, bro. I can't forget about the OGs, man. You know what I mean? My boy Winston, man. Shout out my boy Winston, man. You feel me? Good times, man. Good times for sure. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, man. I miss OG Fortnite for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know, it just ain't the same. You know, I gotta realize that I'm not a Fortnite person anymore. These folks are 10 times, 20 times better than you know, what it was back then. So I'm cool off of it. I try to hop back on Fortnite one day, and folks was editing all that editing and all that. Yeah, I'm good, bro. You know, I'm an OG. I retired from Fortnite, gang. I'm good. Y'all got it, gang.
With the rise of Fortnite Battle Royale in 2017, we saw several content creators who had exploded in popularity, basically taking over the internet. However, while some of them are still around today, many of them have been completely forgotten or had even disappeared entirely.
Daquan, I forgot about Daquan. Like, I feel like Daquan haven't came back because he just know he trash now. Like, if Daquan came back now, Daquan getting wiped off the planet Earth. You know what I mean? Daquan is nowhere near as good as these players now, bro. Like, literally everybody is good at Fortnite. Literally.
Around today, many of them have been
He can troll with the puka. He can do that back then, but ain't gonna be no puka now. Ain't gonna be none of that. I got you, brother. Oh no, you're gonna get got, brother. Ain't gonna be none of that playing around, Daquan. He know that.
Had even disappeared entirely. Starting with probably the most massive
that nigga retired. He knew it.
We got Ninja, who is kind of in a weird place right now. Tyler Blevins, also known as Ninja, began posting on YouTube.
All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna say right here. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Ninja made so much bank back then that he ain't gotta pop anymore. Like, the man was literally like on top for like 2 years straight. Like, bro, you couldn't go nowhere in school without hearing Ninja. Ninja and Myth, bro, was the debate. It was like Jordan versus Kobe. It was like Jordan versus Kobe, or you could say Jordan versus LeBron, whatever, bro. The debate was real. Ninja, bro, made so much cash during that time. Y'all don't understand how big Fortnite was. And he was the face of Fortnite. That man got his own skin. That man made so much money off Fortnite, man. Don't make no sense.
back in 2011.
That man don't need to pop
by
anymore.
playing Halo competitively for a few years until eventually he stumbled across a new genre that y'all might have heard of called Battle Royale. With games like H1Z1 and
H1Z1 was
PUBG, he would
ish.
blow up as a content creator, reaching like 10,000 viewers at a time on Twitch, mainly due to the crazy records and gameplay that he was streaming at the time.
Oh, fuck you.
The fuck you say to me, you little
However, while he was already doing great, he had barely even gained a fraction of the fame that he was about to receive. With Fortnite releasing on September 26th of 2017, this game would change the course of not only his career, but his entire life. Around the release of Fortnite, he was sitting at around 500,000 followers. Fast forward to March of 2018, he was now at 3.7 million followers, gaining over 3 million of them in just 5 months. Not only was he on top of live streaming and gaming content on YouTube, a lot of people
y'all see that? Y'all see his views, y'all?
In just 5 months. Not only was he on top of live streaming and gaming content.
Look at his views that he was pulling, y'all. Well, that man was, bruh, y'all. I've never seen, and we can say, I feel like Ninja had the best prime out of anybody. Like, when it comes to prime, Casanet, whatever you want to say it, they ain't had none on Ninja. They ain't had none on Ninja, boy. And I'm telling you, I lived through it. Y'all little kids probably don't know about Ninja now. Y'all don't know about Ninja. Bro, I'm telling you, this nigga was the biggest strength. I feel like nobody on YouTube history, other than Mr. Beast, but I don't know. Mr. Beast is not somebody I watch. You know what I'm saying? He probably somebody you watch, but I'm talking about like that we watch, like that just do stuff. I don't watch Mr. Beast. I don't give a damn how many subscribers he got. No, I don't give a damn how many views he got. I'm talking about other than bro. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather watch Ninja than Mr. Beast. Like, I don't give a damn how many subscribers or views you get. I'd rather watch Prime Pretty Boy Fredo than Mr. Beast. Am I lying? These niggas were having big subscribers. I don't watch these niggas. Like PewDiePie, nigga video is trash. Never watched a PewDiePie video in my life. I'm like, how did this nigga got 100 million? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to PewDiePie for the grinding, but nigga, I cannot watch a PewDiePie video. Never in my life. I'd rather watch Ninja any day of the week.
On YouTube, a lot of people even considered him the best Fortnite player at the time. Later in the month, we would get blessed with what was probably one of the craziest moments in live streaming history, and this would be the Ninja and Drake collab stream.
I'm like 99.9% sure we are about to break Twitch.
5K don't know if you get this dub, Ninja. You heard me? Oh my god.
Bro, I remember this like it was yesterday. I swear, like when bro dropped the video.
Sure, we are about to break Twitch.
5K don't know if you get this dub, Ninja. You heard me? Oh my god.
With this stream, he had broken the individual streamer viewer record at over 628,000 concurrent viewers. I mean, nowadays you guys.
But look, you got Kai. Also, I was just finna bring up Kai. Kai went crazy, but Kai collabs with people. Y'all gotta understand, Kai collab with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to like just saying, but look, Kevin Hart, he make Kai is a good content creator, bro. But Kai, like, he collabs with niggas. So it's like, yeah, it's Kai, but you got Kevin Hart fans that's coming in there. You got bro Ninja doing this by himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing it with Drake. Okay, but bro, besides Drake, the nigga was averaging views by itself. It's just different when you're doing it by yourself than when you collabing with somebody else. You pulling views by yourself, you that nigga. You just collabing with niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's the only time you really pop with views. Man, Ninja was pulling heck of views by itself. So it's like people wanted to see Ninja, not who he was collabing with. He wasn't collabing with, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, like I said, Kai's a good streamer. I don't watch Kai personally. I'm gonna keep it with you. But I feel like collabing helps him with views. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. But Ninja, bro, didn't have them views. Ninja just was doing it by itself, bro.
Who's doing like a Kevin Hart stream on a Monday and then a Michael Jackson collab on a Tuesday. But back then, seeing someone like Drake on a live stream with some basically random streamer was pretty crazy at the time, and this kind of brought the world of live streaming into the mainstream thanks to Ninja.
Yo, Gigi, you got band-aids?
Bandits?
So,
1 year after Fortnite's release, he had gone from 500,000 followers to almost 12 million. And on YouTube, he was now sitting at over 18 million subscribers. At this point, he had pretty much gone from just being some random Fortnite streamer to an entire celebrity. However, at some point, things eventually did start to plateau. As Fortnite evolved, so did its player base. This was around the time where you could just look at someone and they'd start building skyscrapers. This also meant that you had players and creators like Tfue who were kind of taking the spotlight away from Ninja. And over time, Ninja wasn't really known as the best for who are kind of taking the spotlight away from Ninja. And over time,
I go Mongrel, that little nigga I was telling y'all back in the beginning.
Ninja wasn't really known as the best Fortnite player anymore. Now, the biggest thing that probably contributed to his downfall,
let me see who they are, right?
really known as the best Fortnite player anymore. Now, the biggest thing that probably contributed to his downfall the most was when he signed a deal in 2019 to switch from streaming on Twitch to only Mixer alone. Now, I will say this was like a $30 million deal, but the downside was that he pretty much lost his entire audience after switching. In 2018, he was averaging over 70,000 concurrent viewers, and after switching to Mixer, he was only averaging under 8,000 viewers. And the overall viewership on Mixer was so bad that in less than a year after signing Ninja, the platform had been shut down entirely. Since returning to Twitch after Mixer's fail, his viewership was about the same as it was on Mixer, but over time it slowly started to dwindle down. And there was a couple moments where he kind of did start to make a comeback actually, mainly because of the memes that started to blow up on the internet.
That low taper fade like meme is, dude, it is still massive. Yeah, massive.
I'm not gonna lie though, he's kind of low-key been ruining his reputation on the internet recently. I don't know what it is, but there's been like multiple times where he's just randomly taking shots at other streamers.
Kai's pulling 30k right now because he's sleeping, dog. Every time he wakes up and he actually starts playing Elden Ring, he's pulling anywhere from 90 to 100k. He does what I could have done if I just stayed home and streamed and didn't go to Mixer or anything like that. Congratulations to Kai for beating my record. As of October 2023, Twitch streamer iBuy holds the record for most concurrent viewers on a Twitch stream with 3.44 million.
Here's the thing with Ninja, bro. If you guys go back to the clips of every time where I broke a record or every time where I passed quote-unquote Ninja, he's always backhanded complimenting me, bro. He's always like, congrats to him, but this happened.
I'm not sure if he's just joking around or not, but yeah. At the same time, the decline of
I do kind of like I find that so weird. Like Kai has a weird fan base. I'm gonna keep it real. If you think I'm finna be sitting here watching another grown man sleep, must be out your dang mind. Like, you got weirdos out here that literally sit down and watch a grown man sleeping. It's another human. This is a human dude sleeping, and I'm just looking at him like this. This nigga's sleeping. And bro got 30,000 people watching him sleep. I'm like, you gotta be the weirdest nigga. You think I'm finna sit in the stream and watch a nigga sleep? Must be out your dang mind.
Fortnite's popularity obviously didn't help too much either, but let's be real right now. If Ninja never started up a stream again, this guy is so rich that if I had just like 0.01% of his income, I could probably retire my entire family, so I think he'll be fine. However, if y'all do want to support my dream of getting 0.01% of Ninja's income, then feel free to drop a sub. I greatly appreciate it. Also, by the way, if any of y'all are serious content
creators, oh my god, man, I just can't. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Who I'm sure y'all probably all have heard of would be Tfue. Tfue originally started his current channel by posting random games like Call of Duty and especially Destiny for a long period of time. Much like the other battle royale creators at the time, he would also start to play H1Z1. Fun fact, he was actually rivals with Ninja back then.
Oh, you're doing the fucking dude. That is literally, dude, the definition of a nerdy play, man.
Fast forward a bit, it wasn't until actually a little bit after Fortnite's release that he would upload his very first Fortnite video onto the channel. And yeah, as you can see by the title of the video, he was cracked at the game.
Yeah, Tfue, I'm not gonna lie, I always felt like Tfue was just a better player. I'm gonna just keep it G with you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Tfue was better than Ninja, bro.
Not bad, but we could do a lot better.
Just a few months later, after his very first
Fortnite
upload,
not bad.
he had already been invited to none other than FaZe Clan, while only having 70,000 viewers at the time. Because of this, and also the fact that he was pretty much one of the best Fortnite players in the world, if not the best, this had skyrocketed his popularity to the point where people were putting his name next to Ninja when debating who was actually the greatest player in Fortnite. Side note, one time I accidentally joined a lobby he was in during the Fortnite Friday event and then got blasted by Tfue, so I can confirm he might actually be the GOAT.
My game, John Wick, swordy ass fucking builders, fucking pussy ass motherfucker.
Not even a month later after being signed to FaZe, he had gone from not even 100,000 subscribers all the way to nearly 1 million subscribers. And just 1 year after that, he had reached over 10 million. During this time,
and that's why I be trying to tell people, bro, like even with my old channel, bro, it just was one video to just get you out there. One video that gets you out there, bro, and I'm telling you, bro. That's why I be trying to tell all the content creators, bro. One video gets you out there, bro. You be consistent after that one video. Just grow. It really is not that hard. It's just people just quit. You know what I'm saying? People just quit, bro. You know, they expect it to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. But they don't understand that this is a grind, bro. This takes years. You feel me? Years, bro. And if you continue doing it, you gonna succeed. Of course, you gotta, you gotta upgrade your equipment and whatnot. You gotta do things, because I'm gonna keep it real. You can do this for a long time and still don't grow if you just don't have the right equipment or don't have the right things. You know what I mean? But if you do it the right way, don't be successful 100%, bro.
His peak in both competitive Fortnite and content creation as a whole. I mean, this guy was getting millions of views every single video, and at some point had actually passed Ninja as the most watched Fortnite streamer. However, while things seemed like they were going great at the time, that was not exactly the case. On May 22nd of 2019, Tfue had uploaded a video titled "My Response #release the contract." In the video, he explains that he was getting ripped off by FaZe Clan and wanted them to release their contract to the public so that way people could see the full details. The video was uploaded.
Just don't understand why. Like, you didn't even need FaZe, bro. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tfue, you was so big. You didn't need FaZe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta, release you from the contract. It's so best to stay independent, bro. It's the best thing is to stay independent. That goes for music or anything. Of course, if you get endorsements, then heck yeah, take them endorsements. But bro, I'm talking about like a contract, like FaZe, like I'm talking about like a contract where you gotta do certain things to, you gotta split the revenue in between. Heck no. I say the best thing to do is to stay independent, bro.
2 days after Tfue had sued FaZe Clan for these unfair business practices, as well as encouraging illegal gambling and underage drinking, FaZe Banks, who was actually the CEO of FaZe Clan, actually made a response back to Tfue, basically saying that everything was a lie, and that he even tried negotiating with Tfue. After all the back and forth though, there was still no contract released. A little more than a year later, on August 26th of 2020, Tfue and FaZe Clan had settled their lawsuit, putting an end to the whole drama. However, we still don't really know what actually happened, and even to this day, he still won't speak on it.
I don't know. We just kind of moved on. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with all those guys. I mean, there's no bad blood there. What'd you guys settle for in the lawsuit? No comment.
From this point on, Tfue had experimented with some other games after leaving Fortnite for a bit. He even made a return back to Fortnite for a while, but overall, his popularity was slowly starting to fade out until June 20th of 2023.
And I feel like that's the worst thing right there, honestly, bro, to do. And that's why I try to be so diverse, is to like cater to one game. And that's why I feel like Soluminati, like even though Tfue has like more subscribers than So, but look at his views that he's doing. The views 731, 108K. So pulling this junk in like 2 days. That's why I feel like Soluminati will never fall off. You gotta just be diverse, bro. You gotta bring a diverse audience. You're never gonna fall off. Like even for me, like, I got people that likes gaming. I got people that likes the NFL. I got people that likes baseball. I got people that like scary. I got people that likes this, like that. I feel like that's the key to success when it comes to content creating, not just focusing on one type of content.
Well, but overall, his popularity was slowly starting to fade out until
you just do Fortnite. You stop playing Fortnite?
That he would be retiring from content.
You stop playing Fortnite, bro. Then
okay, so that was a
everything
lie.
just going.
Later, Tfue had returned to YouTube, basically uploading whatever he wants, and honestly, it's not doing too bad. As far as what he's up to now, he pretty much summed it up in a recent interview with Logan Paul.
It's weird. I'm like living like an old retired Florida person right now. I'm like golfing and fishing. Like I might as well throw bingo in there. Yeah. A little bit.
But yeah, honestly, it really just seems like Tfue's just been chilling and living like he's retired. So while Ninja and Tfue are still active today and just kind of fell off in popularity, there were some huge Fortnite creators who had reached pretty much the peak of their careers and then was like, yeah, I'm gonna vanish from the face of the fucking earth. One of these YouTubers was Fearless, who was actually one of the biggest Fortnite YouTubers ever, until one day he had just completely disappeared from the internet with rumors about him not being alive anymore, but I'll get into that in a bit. Much like these other YouTubers, Fearless had also started out by posting other games, and he had actually gotten a pretty decent following playing Call of Duty at first, and of course once Fortnite blew up, you guessed it, his channel did as well. He wasn't necessarily known to be the greatest Fortnite player at the time like a lot of other creators who were blowing up, but he quickly became the go-to creator if you wanted to watch Fortnite content centered around entertainment. Before posting Fortnite, he was averaging less than 100,000 views a video, and within a year, he was now averaging tens of millions of views, with his most recent videos averaging 30 to 60 million every single video. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think there's ever been a Fortnite creator who has ever consistently pulled that amount of views.
I don't even know who the freak he was, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the freak, nigga? You know what I'm saying? This nigga pulling 40 to 80 million views. I'm like, who the freak is this?
At the same time,
never heard of this nigga day in my life.
Completely anonymously, with no one actually knowing what he really looked like, except for one image floating around, but I'll get into that in a bit. Now, while he was doing amazing, things unfortunately started to take a turn. Over time, his uploads started to become less frequent, with people starting to joke around about him not being alive anymore.
Guys, I've just gotta say, If y'all watch Fearless.
Look, man, just because somebody's not posted on the internet, that doesn't mean he has died. You know what I'm saying? It's a stupid little jackasses. Internet is not it's not everything. If I disappear today, I remember when I stopped posting for like 3 to 4 days, somebody made up a lie and said I got shot. You know that? I didn't post for like, I think it was 3 or 2 days. It was one. Nigga made up a lie and said I got shot, bro. Shot. Literally. I was laughing when I seen it. I was just laughing. I'm like, bro, you were hilarious. Just because somebody's off the internet, that doesn't mean that you don't know what he looked like either. That don't mean that the man just, most likely 90% of the time, just sitting back and just enjoying life. Just because he probably still on the internet. He's just not uploading videos or uploading content. He's still around. I promise you he's still around. You feel me? That's the best life to live too. Everybody thinking I'm dead. Love that life.
He died. He was at the hospital and he died because
Shut the freak up, little kid. You don't know what the freak you're talking
this
about.
infection.
Just making up stuff.
Subscribe and hit that like button if you miss him.
And while it was a joke at first, Fearless had then uploaded his final ever video, completely abandoning his audience and actually leading people to think that he was no longer with us anymore. People were starting to get worried with actual rumors about him passing away starting to come out. However, eventually people started to look around and actually found some interesting clues as to what might have actually happened to him. First of all, there were at least a few minor clues that at least proved that he was alive at least. The first being that people noticed he had randomly changed his profile picture on TikTok. The second being that he had updated his name on YouTube once the username @ feature had came out. The third being some changes to his playlist that were found on his channel, which, like, dude, I don't even know how people noticed that. And then probably the most important clue.
That's the internet niggas, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Internet niggas. You got niggas that literally spend their life on the internet, bro. All they do on the internet, You got people that literally be on the internet more than real life. Like, you got people that be on TikTok. After they get off TikTok, they go straight to Instagram. They spent like 3 hours on TikTok. They go straight to Instagram, spend like 2 hours on Instagram. That's like 5 hours right there. You feel me? And then after Instagram, they go on Twitter, scroll on Twitter. They on that for like 2 hours. So it's like, bro, you spent 8 hours on social media. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, these folks spend their life on social media more than outside. More than reality. These folks are so out of tune with reality. I feel like, bro, the internet has destroyed humanity. The internet has destroyed humanity. I'm telling you, bro. These folks do not interact. It's a difference between the internet world and the real world. This man not posting on the internet got people thinking that he's dead just because he's not posting on the internet.
It had uploaded a video onto YouTube
just because I'm not posting on the internet.
And Fearless playing Fortnite together.
Well, nice playing with you. You too, bro. Good luck on your YouTube channel.
So yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's probably still alive. However, there were a couple moments where he had kind of given some insight into his personal life, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of had people worried. In November of 2020, a fan had commented on Fearless's TikTok, jokingly asking, "So when's your next vacation?" Fearless then responds, "Vacation LOLOL. I wish this was a vacation. If only you knew my life, bro." Another interesting clue that came along was a little bit before, actually, on June 20th of 2020, where Fearless had done a short live stream on a second channel playing a little bit of Fortnite. Towards the end of the stream though, he had actually given some hints into his personal life.
I don't know, it's weird. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. All right, YouTube. Nah, I don't want to get into it, why I haven't been uploading stuff, but it's personal. I mean, a little bit, and then more. Another thing is, just like, what matters is I'm gonna upload soon.
So yeah, from the brief amount of information that he has shared, it seems like the guy's just been going through some personal stuff. At this point, that was really all the information that we had, until one YouTuber named Kalix had came in clutch and actually discovered some pretty crazy information. Going back to that live stream I just mentioned, there was a split second where Fearless had accidentally shown his Fortnite friends list. Now this dude Kalix had went full detective mode, and after doing some digging around, he was actually able to get in contact with one of the people from the friends list, which ultimately had led to probably the most amount of information that we had gotten yet. It turns out that this random guy had actually known Fearless in real life, and even backed it up with proof, as well as sharing videos of them playing together. He even confirmed that the picture going around that I mentioned earlier was actually him. Now finally, Kalix had asked him the question that we had all been waiting for: is Fearless ever going to come back? And I'm not gonna lie, we really didn't get a straight answer. To me, it honestly seems like it was probably just him burning out, as well as a mix with like life issues or something. There is another video out there where a fan had gone into another match with him, and he actually gives some more evidence that he probably was just burnt out.
You quit Fortnite?
Yeah, I quit YouTube, not Fortnite.
Why? It was too stressful?
Something like that. I didn't quit, I haven't been getting any good footage for a video.
Oh, really?
Like, footage I'm actually happy with, yeah. Like, I don't know, I could upload, but the video would be like trash.
Recently, there's been clips going around that claim to have Fearless in the videos, but I'm pretty sure it's an AI voiceover and not actually him.
I'm dead, brother. Why is everybody so sweaty?
However, either way, we at the very least know that this guy is still alive. Similar to Fearless, another YouTuber who had reached a crazy amount of success and then randomly disappeared was C-Day. Now, I don't know what it is about all these Fortnite YouTubers, but literally nearly every single one of them started out by posting Destiny. With C-Day, it was actually the main game that he played for a while until he eventually got tired of the game. However, once he started posting Fortnite videos, things had started to go uphill when he had went from around 100,000 subscribers towards the beginning all the way to over 2 million in just a couple months. And I mean, it was definitely deserved.
That's just how big. That's just how big. If you wanted to be big back then on Fortnite, bro. If you wanted to be big on YouTube, bro, just be good at Fortnite, bro. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I'm telling you, they disappeared, bro, because their whole audience was Fortnite, bro. You know what I'm saying? Their whole audience. That's how they got big off Fortnite, gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I say that for sure. Like, it's a blessing because, okay, you know, you're gonna gain all these followers, these subscribers, but it's like it's a curse because it's only gonna last for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want to see is Fortnite. You feel me? So it's like, okay, you probably want to play another game, but it's not gonna do as good as the Fortnite vid. You know what I'm saying? All you got is Fortnite people. All they want to see is Fortnite. You got people that just want to see Fortnite all day. That's all they want to see. They don't want to see nothing else. You upload anything else, Destiny, Halo, whatever, nigga, I'm not watching it.
Opinion.
You ain't playing Fortnite, nigga, I'm not watching you.
All time at Fortnite Entertainment. His videos were in a way kind of similar to what Fearless was doing. And funny enough, just like Fearless, he would also vanish from the face of the internet, kind of at least. After uploading pretty consistently for a while, he would start to have these random disappearances. The first of these happened when C-Day decided to cryptically black out his entire channel from
oh my god, Thanos.
Appearances. The first of these happened when C-Day decided to cryptically black out his entire channel for multiple weeks while disappearing at the same time with absolutely no explanation at all. Whenever
right
people do stuff like that, it's usually not a very good sign.
You see, here C-Day quit YouTube. My channel blacked out his banner and profile pic. I don't really think that means anything other than there might be something wrong.
But this dude had came back after all that and said that he was trying to revamp his channel art. Meanwhile, he had people thinking that he was quitting forever or even died because he wasn't uploading for a few weeks.
So I'm saying, look.
Thinking that he was quitting forever or even died because he
can't believe we lost someone else to do to Ligma. Like, just be talking.
Wasn't uploading for a few
Shut
weeks.
up,
However,
nigga.
Unfortunately for the C-Day fan base, it was only going to get worse from here. Soon he would continue to start randomly disappearing for longer periods of time until eventually he had left for 2 years and then dropped the video like nothing happened.
You know, it's not easy to explain a nearly 2-year absence.
After his return, it turns out that this would be the last video on his channel, which was over 2 years ago now at this point. Unlike Fearless though, he actually did give us an explanation as to why these disappearances have happened.
There was one point where, like, every other week, a different part of the world was literally on fire. And then there was the BLM/Civil War arc. And I don't know about y'all, but while the world is literally ending in front of us, the last thing on my mind is, hey yo, when am I gonna drop this new Fortnite video?
Man, you sound so stupid. I don't give a dang about the world. You know what I mean? That was so long ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that, you sound stupid. So basically, you just trying to be mysterious. You know what I'm saying? I get the dudes that just don't like the internet-ish. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you're just trying to be mysterious. But what that BML movement got to do with me? What does them fires have to do with me? You think I'm going to let them fires and that BLM movement get in the way of me making money? So that's the reason you got off YouTube? You's a jackass, C-Day. Whatever your name is. C-Day, B-Day, D-Day. You was a jackass. Talking about the world is ending right in front of you. Oh my God. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? The world gonna end when the world end, nigga. You stopping doing Fortnite. You stopping uploading not gonna make anything less, it's not gonna make anything less safer. Yeah, let me just stop uploading on YouTube, you know? Maybe I'm gonna be a little, you know, like, come on, bro. Like, what you're a jackass, C-Day.
ending in front of us. The last
You said the world is ending in front of us? Like, bro, what? Bro, shut up, bro.
Civil War arc. And I don't know about you.
It's a Civil War arc.
Literally on fire. And then there was the BLM/Civil War arc. And I don't know about y'all, but while the world is literally ending in front of us, the last thing on my mind is, hey yo, when am I gonna drop this new Fortnite video? The state of the game, plus what was happening with the world at the time, it was the perfect shitstorm to keep me from coming back.
And shut up,
and
bro.
obviously that wasn't all of it. It was apparent I was falling out of love with YouTube and making videos and stuff like that. After doing something, well, like literally the same thing for that long, it gets repetitive and it loses that thing that made it fun in the beginning.
I don't know, man. I just feel like people like that, man, just always did it for the money. I don't feel like you genuinely like love. Like for me, I genuinely love this ish. I don't feel like I'll ever get tired of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love it. Like I just love it. And I feel like that's why people like me will last long in the game, because like I feel like people do it for money and not because they like it. Do it for money. Oh, getting rich, getting famous. That's the only thing they do YouTube for. Like, of course I do it to get rich. I don't give a dang about fame. I don't give a dang about that junk. Of course I do it for money. I'm not finna sit up here and act like I don't do it for money. But bro, I actually love this junk, though. You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro. I love that I can get up here and do videos. I love this junk. This junk don't be getting tiring to me. This junk exciting to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people like him just didn't love it. He just loved what came with it. Like, he didn't like YouTube. He didn't love YouTube. He just loved what came with it. So since he got everything that came with it, he kind of like, I don't want to do it no more. Because he never loved it in the first place. If you love something, you're never going to fall out of love with it. Just in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Only updates we've had from C-Day is when he posted a now deleted video showing a promotional OG Fortnite package that was sent to him by Epic Games. Apparently people looked at his profile on like a Fortnite tracker website and saw that he had reached Unreal back in OG Fortnite, and he's been spotted playing the game since then. It's also kind of funny seeing people speculate about him as well.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm starting to think that C-Day was a social experiment made by the government to see.
This nigga wearing a bonnet, man. I just never understood why niggas wear bonnets outside. I never understood that. Like, I wore a bonnet too, but nigga, I wore it sleeping, so my twist wouldn't get out sleeping. It's only made for you to sleep, bro. Why are you wearing a bonnet outside like a little bad little hoe? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you like a bad hoe right now. Like a baddie, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Bonnets are made, bro, for sleeping. So your twist won't fall. Sleep, nigga. But nigga, you walking outside being a grown man with a bonnet on your head? You know the only thing that's coming through a nigga mind for real when you see that nigga, this nigga, sweet K, sweet K, sweet K. Like, come on, bro, you got a bonnet on your head, gang. Come on, bro. I never in my life will walk outside that door with a bonnet on my head. That's just me being me, like with the freak.
AI can have the
I got a bonnet on my head. Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Honestly, it seems like he really just got burnt out of posting YouTube videos, and I would not be surprised if he's just chilling somewhere on an island sitting on top of his AdSense money. Besides YouTubers who have just randomly disappeared, there's also been quite a few Fortnite creators who you might have remembered from back then, but are almost completely forgotten now, even if they are still posting to this day. You might remember people like Dr. Lupo, Dakotas, CDN the Third, High Distortion, and a lot of other Fortnite creators who were on top of the game back then. But if you look at their channels now, most of these people who are still active only average like a few thousand views now per video, with some of them even just completely moving on from YouTube. I will say though that just because someone's YouTube career falls off, that definitely does not mean that they weren't successful. Pretty much 99% of YouTubers are going to fall off at some point. But
you're freaking lying. I'm not gonna lie, you're lying. So many YouTubers, bro, you go from Flight Reacts, Cash Nasty, you can go from Soul Illuminati. You're dead for a line. The only way you fall off, bro, if you don't do what your audience want. Like, you change up. That's how you fall off. Like Pretty Boy Fredo, if Fredo would have still been on top of the world, Fredo would have still been on top, bro, if he just continued to do what the fans want you to do. See, I continue to do what what I like to do, right? I liked sports to begin with anyways. So it's like, now I got people that subscribe to me that like it as well. So you think I'm finna just go away from what I liked and then what they like? That's how you stay on top, bro. You do it first, what you started out doing, and continue doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you do what your audience wants you to. See, a lot of these YouTubers don't humble themselves. They think that it's about them. They think it's about what they want. You thinking like that, then that's when you're gonna hit rock bottom. Pretty well Fredo thought this, okay, this is what I want to upload. Your audience saying, hey, Fredo, post 2K, post this. We want more gaming. What Fredo doing? Vlogging. Now look at Fredo. I want you to go look at old Fredo, now look at new Fredo. Fell off. Because you're not doing what the audience wants to do. You got to understand it's about what the audience wants, not about what you want, my brother. That goes in 2K. That goes with everything. You got to understand it's about what they want, not what you want. And I done myself the pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to attracting people, you know what I'm saying, because I like what I upload. You know what I'm saying? I got the honor to attracting people that like what I like. So it's going to be easy for me to stay on here. Like what I look, of course, I'm going to try to expand doing vlogging and whatnot. But I'll make a vlogging channel for that. I'm not going to bring vlogging over here. This is a reaction channel. People want to see my reactions, bro. The people that want to see my IRL will go to my IRL. That's why I said I made a gaming channel. People want to see my gaming will go to my gaming. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep this a reaction channel. Because some people just really just want to see my reactions. That's it. They don't want to see my vlogs. They don't want to see my gaming. That's why I got almost 1,000 subscribers on the game, and I got like almost 17,000 on here. Because some people just want to see reactions. I love you, Jay, bro, but I don't want to see gaming content. I want to see reactions, and I understand that.
They're still kicking it today. Now lastly, I want to talk about a group of creators who were part of probably the most well-known and iconic team during OG Fortnite.
TSM.
This would be TSM. Originally, the team started with Myth, who was known to be one of the best Fortnite players at the time.
Myth really sucked.
The pioneer of people becoming cracked at building inside of the game.
What the fuck? He keeps building higher. Stop building so fucking high!
Bro, he sucked.
He kept building up and building up and building up, and I couldn't catch him.
Whenever he first started streaming Fortnite, he barely had anyone who was actually watching. But after people saw how insane he was at the game, this dude started to blow up. Not long after blowing up, he was signed to TSM as Fortnite's first ever pro player. And from that point on, pretty big things were about to happen. Myth had been tasked with finding 3 other Fortnite players to join the team, where he would choose Hamlins, Camille's, and Daquan. Not only were they amazing Fortnite players, but they were also creators as well, which helped bring attention to the whole team. However, there was one issue that had started to become a big deal over time. Each member of the team, and especially Myth, had pretty much been hyped up to be the greatest Fortnite player of all time. I mean, Daquan had gotten like 40 kills in one game. The problem is though, is that everyone on the team had really only ever been able to play against randoms in a public lobby and not against other actual pro players. However, at some point, it was announced that Fortnite would be doing a $50,000 charity tournament where some of Fortnite's top players would all compete against each other. And unfortunately for Myth, who was one of those competitors, things did not turn out so well for him. Around this time, there was a huge debate going around about whether Ninja or Myth was the better Fortnite player. And with nearly 700,000 people watching, this tournament would pretty much give the answer to that question.
I got the early game. I was gonna play the high ground early, and then yeah. So
yeah, it turns out Myth wasn't actually the greatest Fortnite player. For a little while though, things were actually still going up for Myth and the rest of the team. In May of 2018, the group had moved into the brand new TSM Fortnite house, where they would be able to get some practice in for the game as well as some more content. Around this time was pretty much the peak of their popularity, with Camille's averaging over 2,000 viewers, Hamlin's averaging over 12,000,
like it was yesterday,
nearly 30,000, and Myth at nearly 40,000. Unfortunately though, this hype would not last forever. Over time, while the rest of the team kept practicing, one of the members, Camille's, had started to fall behind the rest of the team, eventually leading to him being benched and forced to move back home. People say it was out of his own will, but I honestly really don't know.
Build up, brother. Oh my god, no.
From this point on, the goals between them were starting to change. Myth wanted to keep practicing and improving at the game, while the other members wanted to focus more on the entertainment side of things.
I was really driven to play competitively, and like it came to a point where we had to like sit down and have a talk, and they were just like, yeah, like we just want to be content creators, really. Me being young and who I was like, fuck, man, I wish they would have told me sooner, and I kind of like resented them for that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it had gone to the point where Myth had been the only one showing up to a major tournament, with Daquan and Hamlin's being nowhere to be seen, and unfortunately for Myth, he still did not perform too well. So yeah, after all this, TSM's Fortnite team would start to exit their prime and enter the start of their downfall. Part of the reason that they had gone so popular in the first place was because they were considered some of the best Fortnite players at first. But over time, more people started learning the game and becoming better at it, which made it harder for them to stand out. A lot of people expressed their disappointment with the team, which undoubtedly led to people losing interest as well. With both Hamlins and Daquan sharing about how they were struggling with mental health, over time, Hamlins would start to stream less and less before
see what I be saying, bro? All that money in the world still ain't happy. know what I'm saying? Still ain't happy. I don't know his personal life, but I just know I feel great, man. You know what I'm saying? And every time I get a chance to talk about him, I'm going to bring him up. You know what I'm saying? True happiness right here. Not money, not success, not fame, not fortune. Here you go. I'm mental health good. You know what I'm saying? I know when I get money, got it the right way. I ain't gonna let money be my God either. You feel me? I got money, I got it the right way. I still got him number one in my life. Cool. I ain't got no mental health. I ain't got depression. I ain't sad. You feel me? That's what I be saying, man. Money don't buy happiness. Fame don't make you happy, bro. That's why you see famous people saying money don't buy happiness. They be the main ones saying it. They the ones that came up with that slogan. Money don't buy happiness. Because you missing out on a true happiness.
Sharing about how they were struggling.
Money is temporary.
Hamlin's would start
God
to
is
less
eternal.
and less before taking
put God
hiatus
in
from
everything.
2020
Fortnite,
to
don't care
2021, basically out of nowhere. He did eventually return for a brief amount of time, but as far as I'm aware, the last we heard from him was like in March of 2023, where he did a stream on an alt account. Funny enough, though, even through all the lack of streams, it seems like he was actually still going up on both YouTube and Twitch. Unfortunately for Daquan, though, things are not looking so promising on his end. Just like Hamlin's, he was also streaming less and less and constantly making random disappearances. On top of him struggling with mental health and the death of people close to him, he was also having physical health problems, specifically with his stomach, which apparently was a major cause for the lack of streams.
Y'all know I was also sick for like 5-6 years, you know what I mean? From 19 to pretty much 26, you know what I mean?
Hey.
And on top of that, I had those lung collapses, which also prevented me from doing what I wanted to do.
To make things even worse, he had mentioned that his girlfriend contracted E. coli from eating at a restaurant, which led to her being in life-threatening conditions. And during this whole time, you got people on Reddit talking about how he doesn't care about his fans because he doesn't stream anymore. After a very long disappearance,
Give a F about, bro. I'm gonna keep it G with you, bro. Like, he ain't all about y'all. You think I give a F about y'all, bro? My mama died. F y'all. I give a F about, I gotta upload it. They don't give a F about y'all. You know what I'm saying? When it come to that, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, but F you. Respectfully. Something happened to my girl, F you, bro. Dang, how you feel? You know what I'm saying? Just like you'd be like, you know, how you gonna be? Your mama died, you think you would you be worried about uploading? Heck nah. Give a F about you, nigga. Clipping and doing the you, man. F this YouTube.
Turned in 2021 and 2022, joining the NRG house with Hamlin's. However, shortly after, ended up falling apart, with both his final ever stream and final appearance on the internet being on February 10th that same year. And since then, literally no one has any idea where he is.
Daquan is not gonna answer the phone, chat. I have already had Hamlin's hang up on me. Let it go. It's over. I called him. I tried, and I tried. We made tweet after tweet after tweet, but they just don't fuck with me no more.
As far as Myth, he's the only person from the group who is still active today, even though he isn't as popular as he once was. After his peak viewership,
Myth
from the group who is still active today, even though he isn't as popular.
Shoot, nigga, 12K. 7 point. Dang, weak, bro.
Popular as he once was. After his peak viewership back in
Myth was
he was still active today, even though he isn't as popular as he once was. After his peak viewership back in 2018, the competition coming from other Fortnite players and creators like Tfue seemed to have a direct impact on Myth's viewership. Just after the start of his decline, he was also experimenting, trying to play other games on stream as well. While doing variety content could have helped him as far as longevity outside of Fortnite, unfortunately, the games that he was playing didn't really resonate with his current audience, causing even more of a decline. There actually was a couple moments where he had revived his popularity momentarily, like when Warzone came out and especially when Valorant came out, where he had peaked at over 122,000 concurrent viewers, even breaking his record of max viewers all the way back in Fortnite. Unfortunately though, besides those couple moments, his popularity still continued to decline overall, despite even signing a contract with YouTube to stream only on their platform. I mean, there were streams where he was sitting at like 50 to 60 viewers, which is kind of crazy to think about considering he was like the second biggest streamer in the world at one point. Fast forward to now, he's been streaming on Twitch once again, and it seems like he's actually been doing pretty decent compared to what he was pulling back on YouTube. Right now, he's pretty much just doing whatever he wants to though, so I mean, honestly, that's pretty respectable. However, I could definitely see him making a comeback at some point if he even wanted to, especially if he just sticks with something that he enjoys and then people enjoy watching as well. Let me know which OG Fortnite creators y'all watch.
I'll say, nigga, come over to Madden or something, nigga. Come over to Madden. You know what I'm saying? Madden. You feel me? 2K. And we gotta hop in other lanes, Myth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Madden, 2K. stuff like that, man. Battlefield 6, you know, simple stuff. But make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the bell like a video, man. Tell me how you feel about this in the comment section down below. Make sure tune into my Twitch stream, and link in the description down below. I'm out, man. Gang.